Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently solidifying our hold over the Second Hebrew Empire, and it's going pretty well, to be honest. Can we emerge from seclusion? Hang on, what's going on here? So we've got the bubonic plague here, and that is... yeah, this is fine. So at this point, I think we can pretty safely say that the bubonic plague was clearly sent by God to tell us that orthodoxy is wrong, and that we need to return to our roots of Rabbinism. Correct? Correct. I think that's very clear. So we need to emerge from seclusion here, but when we emerge, we will emerge with a new faith. So let's go into the faith here and go to other faiths. Not only Christian faiths, because we don't want to be Christian. We're going to head down to Rabbinism. So we're going to convert to this faith. This is going to create problems. 57 of 91 vassals will convert. Our close family will convert, but we're going to have some issues. So we'll convert this over. Indeed. Glory to the Lord. Okay. So that's excellent. And now I'm also going to move our capital to Jerusalem, the holy city where God told us to move it. That's clearly how this worked. Perfect. So we're going to move the realm capital. That is now in Jerusalem. Excellent. So we do not want to hold this, but I believe we need a rabbi for that. Do we have an available rabbi? Actually, yes, remarkably. And let's do that. So that should grant out those titles. Perfect. We're back at 9 of 9. Excellent. So we've got some major issues. We have some vassals that we can grant to rightful lieges, which we should do. There we go. And accolades lacking successors. We have low control in a couple of counties, so we absolutely want to be working on that. Gaza is one. Okay. So we'll absolutely be working on that one. Over here in Boozra, I want to make sure that we are upgrading our stables. And Damascus is maxed. Zura is going to finish its construction soon. What's the status of Constantinople? Okay, it's got a ways to go. We're going to continue to hold Constantinople. It's a very, very valuable city. So we're absolutely going to keep that. We can extort our subjects. I don't think there's even really a reason to do so. Yeah, we're not going to restore Constantinople as the capital of our empire. Thank you very much. So we could restore Israel, potentially. If we wanted to do this, Jerusalem would need to be rabbinic. And we would get the kingdom of Israel. We should do this. So we'll need to convert Jerusalem back to rabbinic in order to do that. And that's absolutely something we want to do. So when's that going to happen? 14 years. Okay, that's a bit spicy. So if we want to restore the glory of the Hebrew Empire, then we need to take over some additional territories. A big one is Arabia. Is this an empire tier? This is a clan realm. This is a Sultanate of Arabia. That's kingdom, isn't it? Yes. The Arabian Empire does not exist. Cool. So if we wanted to do something here, we could declare on this guy, we could holy war for the kingdom of Persia or Mesopotamia or Arabia. This would be what we would probably end up doing, but the ideal way to handle this wouldn't even be to holy war. The ideal way to handle it would be to press a claimant's claim. And the question is there anybody that would come to our court? I doubt it. Yeah. I'm not surprised about that. So I think a holy war is not a terrible way to go about it. So for the Sultanate of Arabia, who would join this? It would be this guy and this guy. I don't care. That seems fine. But we can only attempt one holy war against a kingdom tier title per lifetime. So this is the only one we're going to get. In a holy war against a kingdom tier title, right? We can do other types of wars. That's absolutely fine. And I do want to push down this direction. So I think attacking Arabia is absolutely a good thing to do. So we're going to do this. And yeah, we've got a small faction here. I'm sure this will be fine. So King David of Romania, he is Orthodox. Would he convert? Yes, he would. Done. This guy, would he convert? Maybe if we toss some gold at him, actually. This is going to override the modifier, but that's fine. So, yep, 82%. We'll give that a go. And then there's this guy. We'll toss some gold at him, too. And let's see if he's willing to convert. He might accept. He'll probably ask for, like, a hook or something. Let's see what we've got. We should also be raising up our forces. So this guy followed us into Rabbinism. That's good. And let's raise up our forces somewhere around here. Yep, this guy converted. Perfect. And this guy, he's willing to do it, as expected, for a hook. We're not going to bargain for his soul. Now, what else do we have? There's an independence faction here. This guy is going to leave this faction. Also, how is this 123%? It's not. That needs to recalculate. So there's some Catholic populace. The Orthodox populace, this is going to be a much larger and ongoing problem. We're going to need to do a lot of conversion, and that's understood. We'll demand conversion of this guy. I'm going to toss some gold at him first. There we go. And then demand his conversion. 100% chance. As far as the Ashari populace go, not too much going on there. And Liberty faction, wanting to lower crown authority. So I'm just going to toss gold at you and see if you'll convert. 100% chance. And here, 100% chance. Now, this guy was forced to join the faction, but I'm still going to try to convert him. Only a 9% chance. Well, we'll give it a go. He probably won't. Okay, so enemy allies are joining this war. I want to check in on this quick. 54k. Noted. This guy wants it for a hook. Nope. We are not giving him a hook. Excellent. So people are converting, and we're going to have a lot of work to do, of course, domestically. So I'm just going to raise up somewhere around... I think here is fine. I want to have some forces still around to deal with those populists. So let's head on down and get some of these sieges going. Cool. So we're sieging these pretty quickly. What is this? Our vassal has stolen a large quantity of gold. 35 gold. We can just pay it off. This is only 70 gold. She could still refuse, though. Oh, we're not paying this. No. I don't want to risk a civil war right now. This would be an awkward time to get a civil war. So we're going to head up over this way, and I want to check in on some of these factions. So, Orthodox populists. Yeah, so we're going to need to send a gift to this guy and demand his conversion. 100% chance. I'm going to send a gift to this guy, and we're going to demand his conversion. 81%. Send gift and demand conversion. That's only a 39% chance, but that's still fine. We're going to send this guy a gift, and what do we got here? He is a monk, so that's not going to happen. Okay, we're going to send this guy a gift, and what do we got here? 100% chance. Beautiful. To be clear, we're going to have rebellions from this. He wants 900 gold to convert. Honestly, that's fine. He can have that. Beautiful. So we find ourselves at 4% right now on this siege. Or rather, not on this siege, on this war. And what we're trying to do right now is just kind of stave these off until such a time, and actually the Ashari populace aren't going to be a thing. This is not going to be that big of a deal. But we are going to have to deal with it eventually, right? And that's fine. We'll have lots and lots of money. We'll be able to hire mercs if we need to. What is this advice? House unity? We're a clan? No, we're feudal. Okay. I don't think we have house unity. To my knowledge. We have clans in our realm, but I'm pretty sure we're not a clan. Okay, so we're going to get these sieges done here. We're keeping our forces fairly close together. We had a daughter. Okay, seems good. Okay, let's head up over here for now. and we'll just take these over as quickly as we can. We're at 28%, now 40% war score. Okay, that's looking good. So this guy is making a claim to the Kingdom of Rum. I don't care. Whatever. He can do that if he likes. So we're going to head up over here and get these taken care of. There's a successor to the Knight of the Boar. Speaking of which, we should probably look at our accolades here. So this guy, we can seek a worthy accolade successor for. This guy has a successor. This one does not, and we can't seek one yet. Yep, okay, same situation there. So that's noted. Knights and their successors are kind of tedious to keep up with, to be honest. So we're going to head on down over this way. We're going to finish this siege in Medina very soon, and we'll be attacking Mecca very shortly. I imagine that won't make anyone in the Muslim world angry at us, right? I'm pretty sure they'll be fine with it. They'll definitely be fine with it. No problem whatsoever. So we find ourselves at 56% done. And we'll just continue to push through here. I'm fine with not fighting them, but I'm also completely fine with fighting them. So what I want to do right now is I want to bring out all of our non-siege men-at-arms. I'm actually going to count Ballistri as non-siege men-at-arms. We're going to bring our knights with, and we're going to leave behind somewhere around 10k troops. So about like this. These guys are going to head up over here with our best commander. Then we're going to do the same thing here, leaving behind our bombards and somewhere around 10k troops. This is fine. And then these guys are going to group in over here. This is our battle force, and they are going to prepare to attack that force that's closing in on us. So for right now, I want to have this guy in charge here, and I'd like to have another siege commander in here. Do we have another siege commander? I don't think so. Actually, we do. This guy. Beautiful. Okay, so that seems fine. The Scourge of the Bosporus, huh? 75% chance of it being unstoppable? They're going to have to pray. Okay, so we're going to head up over here and fight these guys. We're going to have our forces grouped together shortly. There we go. And they're going to come up over here. Hang on, does this have knights in it? Can't reorganize the army while moving. I think I forgot to... Yeah, there's 2 knights in this. I forgot to pull knights out of here. 5 knights, actually. 3 knights? Okay, sure. So we're going to move these guys on up. They're going to try to group in with this force. And that'll be fine. We need to continue to siege down over this way. So we're going to be heading up over here then. Noted. These guys are going to attack here. Ah, okay. So this is the Orthodox Uprising. We knew this was going to happen, and we will pivot over to this soon. So we see that there are some of them right here. That seems fine. I'm going to, yeah, there's a lot of places that are going to be under siege. I'm going to raise all remaining forces here. We specifically kept some forces not raised for this reason. So this workshop can be upgraded. Over here in Zura, this is Ballistri. So we have hide tents here right now. We should probably consider swapping the desert agriculture for workshops. Okay, that'll be fine for now. So this is going to happen, and we're going to start getting some of these guys taken care of. I'm just checking to see if there's any of them out over here. I'm guessing the answer to that is, oh, there are a couple. Okay, that's fine. Where's the leader at? That's the real question. Okay, he is up over here. Understood. There's a lot of them, and that's fine for now. So we need to have our best leader here. Is he currently in charge here? No. We don't really have a leader here. We can pay to recruit this guy, but he kind of is terrible. Let's have this guy be in charge for now. Okay, so we're heading up over this way, and we're maybe going to catch some of them. Yeah, let's do that for now. Okay, Accolade Successor found. That sounds good. And what do we have over here? A couple of knights? Okay, sure. So, an Accolade... Actually, we need to restore an Accolade here. This is going to be any of these would be fine. So this is the size of spearmen regiments. This is the size of heavy cavalry, and this is the size of siege. Let's go with heavy cavalry for now if we've got somebody. Yeah, let's do it. So it loses rank, that's understood, and we know we need a successor for some of these. This guy can be a successor for the Fire and the Drylands. For the Knight of the Boar, this guy can be a successor, and then the Knight Indomitable, we would need a successor as well, but we don't have one, and we're on cooldown to be able to get one. So that sounds good for now. So these guys are still gathering, and it's going to take them some time. That's understood. So we're heading in over here. We're going to definitely win a significant chunk of that. Let's get Mecca fully taken over. We're at 81% on this war score right now. This battle is likely going to end the war. Assuming that they actually file in here. I expected them to try to all move in here. They didn't. That's surprising. So we're at 26,000 here. This is enough. We're going to head in here and fight there. Perfect. Who is this? Tehert wants to purchase a truce. We don't really need the money. I'm going to decline that. He thinks we're a warmonger, and he's right. So we are probably going to end up taking that over at some point. So we win this battle. That puts us at what war score? 93. Excellent. So these guys at this point can head up, like, over here. I think we'll probably end the war with either this battle or this siege. It's going to be one of them, for sure. I think this siege will probably do it. Okay, I'm assuming we won this battle. Yes, that is absolutely correct. So where's the leader of this right now? He is up here with 42,000 troops. Okay, I'm going to have these guys head up to Constantinople. And we're going to drop another rally point here in Constantinople, raising any troops that we don't yet have raised. So that'll be fine. This siege will be wrapping up shortly. There we go. 97. I thought that siege would do it, but it's going to be this battle then. Nice. Now we're at 100%. Before the battle even ended. But let's wrap up that battle quick. Any moment now. There we go. And let's enforce these demands. Perfect. So that put us at 12 out of 9. Understood. Let's get these guys grouped together. And then these guys start moving up towards Jerusalem. Up over here. We're going to need to probably embark them and have them come up over this way to fight eventually. But this is absolutely fine for now. So we need to hand out some of these titles. We don't want to hold this, so we'll grant that out. That puts us at 11 of 9. There's one down over here. Okay, we don't want to hold that, so we'll grant that out. 10 of 9. There's one more here somewhere. And it looks like our allies are helping us fight these, so that looks good. Where is this? There's one title that we hold that we shouldn't. And I don't see it. It should be here in Arabia, right? Maybe it's out over here? No? Maybe we inherited something and I didn't notice? What do we got? Let's check our titles here. So, checking our titles, we have the Barony of Zura, which should be correct. Yes. We have the Barony of Aramla, Nablus. County of Saman. That doesn't sound right. Ah, it's up over here. Apparently, I am just blind. Okay, excellent. So that'll be absolutely fine. We'll get rid of that. Do we have too many vassals at this time? Yes. We are 17 direct vassals above our vassal limit. What that means is that we need to hand out a kingdom title. I'm not going to immediately hand out Arabia. I'm thinking about creating Egypt and handing that out. So de jure, that would go here to the Duchy of Cairo. That'd be this guy. He is already rabbinic, so that seems perfect. We'll grant this right on over. 7 vassals go with. So that means that we are going to need to get more kingdoms created. We're 10 vassals above our limit. So looking at kingdom titles out over here, we've already granted Africa. This is not held by us. Sicily is a thing. Romania exists. That's Croatia, Serbia. So Bulgaria, probably. We'll go ahead and create this. And that de jure goes to this fine gentleman right here. He did convert. He is rabbinic. So that is perfect. We're going to grant him the Kingdom of Bulgaria. And I don't know if that's going to send... Oh, one or more holdings are under siege. Right. It's because of this. We're actually not getting a notification of having too many vassals anymore, which is slightly remarkable. But let's work on getting out of this war, shall we? So for right now, we have these guys heading up over here. We're raising up additional forces here. And it's going to take a little bit of time. But we want to come up here and eliminate this. That's the current goal. So we've got forces grouping up. And these guys are on their way over. It'll take them some time. Beast sighting, huh? Let's actually put somebody in here who is an organizer, like this guy. He'll make the army travel faster. So that looks good. And to be honest, we may want to just, like, walk up over to here and start eliminating some of these little forces. That's probably not the worst thing. We just finished increasing our... Oh, we don't have a steward. We should definitely have a steward. We'll put in this guy. We just finished increasing our county control, so we should probably work on some more of this. I'm wondering... Ah, yes. Definitely up here... Oh, this 99.9. Never mind. Let's not do that. Let's instead be working on, like, Balka. This isn't directly controlled by us, but this would be a good thing to have. Okay, so that seems fine for now. These guys are on their way over, so we've got this force here and this force here. I want them to come up to Constantinople for now. It'll take them some time to get there. These guys are arriving, though, and we've got 1,472. Here in Constantinople, we should actually get a blacksmith upgrade going. We'll do that. And then we've got 27,000 here. While we're waiting on additional reinforcements to come in, I'm going to come take out this army. Okay. So that seems fine for the time being. More reinforcements are coming in. Our powerful forces are heading up over this direction to deal with some of this. So that looks okay. How many total do they have? 200k? Okay. That's not a big deal. They're not going to group them together and be threatening, so it's fine. Looks like our vassal might be planning to take this out for us. That's neat. We're still going to get there, though. We actually got there before he did, so looks good. So that's done. Let's head up over this direction and position ourselves right about here. These guys, instead of having them be positioned in Constantinople, we can have them pathfind directly to here. Okay, so that seems good. Education is at an end. Cool. And let's see if these guys follow us. They kind of are. So that might be enough. That'd be great. And we've got these additional forces sailing in as well. So that looks good. Things are definitely looking up in that front. Over here, we've got our vassals swarming around, and they are all trying to join with our powerful force here. A shadow over Battania, huh? Well, we'll summon the position. And we stack wiped this. Let's head on up over here and deal with that. Beautiful. So they're starting to take out some of these sieges at this point, and that's not surprising. But our forces are on the way up, and we'll be able to take these back. I'm not concerned about this war. So our forces are arriving. They'll be here shortly. Let's have everybody group up over here for now. Again, we'll take this back shortly. Where are you going? Stop it. Come back over here. Okay. Group these together. Group these together as well. And then come up here. Have we finished up this battle over this way yet? Yes, we have. Beautiful. We're going to come up over this way and eliminate these guys. We knew that this was going to happen when we converted, to be clear. This was deeply unsurprising. So they're bringing reinforcements in over here. And we will see if our vassals come in and reinforce us or not. They are. So as long as they get here in time, this should be fine. Keep in mind, this is the leader of the enemy forces here. Yeah, show this guy in. Cool. Reinforcements are arriving as of now. There we go. That should be fine. So no issue there. We are still on our way up over here. Noted. And they've got more forces down over this way. We'll go deal with those shortly. Okay, so that was all stack wiped. Beautiful. Now, where is he now? here. Okay, so we should go siege this. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Did we capture him here? No? Where is he now? He is still located here. That's unfortunate. We're going to head on down and take out more of these armies. It's not the biggest of deals, to be honest. So this will all be dealt with relatively soon. We'll have these guys just make their way up over here. This will be fine. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. The King of Italy just declared war on us. That's pretty funny, actually. We'll get to that next episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.